Oh, these are the UC slugs.
Yep.
Show
Let's
it to
see
the
if
camera.
anybody gets that. UC. Can you see what's inside there? What's it look like?
It's the UC slugs.
Yep.
That's what we're calling them anyways.
So, this is a brand new primed 2 3/4 inch Fiocchi with 35 of long shot, an X12X gas seal, an LBC-50 wad trimmed to 30 millimeters, which is 1.2 inches roughly. And that has a 1/4 inch felt wad 20 gauge inside the LBC-50. And then it's slit all the way down to that felt wad. And then it has a Mr. Hollow Point 20 gauge, which is 62 caliber, 515 grain slug in it, which weighs 1.18 ounces, so identically the same weight to a Lyman 525 cast out of wheel weight alloy. These have fold crimps on them. The LBC is going to act as a Sabot in here. That is a non-tox wad, really heavy duty pedals, so the rifling should not destroy it. Let her rip. Scared a bird. 1608 FPS.
You said let her rip.
Yep.
I was ready.
Now this ain't got much in the way of cushion in it. Just a 1/4 inch 20 gauge felt wad. But generally with slugs, the less
is more.
Yeah, less cushion you have, generally, the more accurate the slug will be.
It ain't got as much yaw.
Yep.
Coming off an unstable surface. It's like pushing off a couch or pushing off a table.
Did that slug hit right beside your point of aim?
That slug hit where all my slugs been hitting.
Nice.
I think the gun's just sighted in for there.
Good sign then. Dang near same hole. Hey, 1607. So far, that's a really good velocity spread. It looks like it's about the same hole.
I'm starting something here.
Alrighty.
I'm going to fire every one of these from now on with the label facing the right way on the hull. And I want to see if they come out looking virtually identical. And these two did. If you look, like the scuffs on the brass and everything are virtually identical.
That's fine.
The pressure spot, like not the pressure spot, but the ejection mark is exactly the same spot on the case. And that's the reason why I'm doing this, so I can compare them a little more scientifically.
He's right. The firing pin is slightly off center in the same spot if you line the shells up.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's what I was trying to, I just thought about that. Like, let's see what it does here.
Hey, so far, this stupid idea I had actually worked out pretty well.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's like you almost know something accidentally. How long have you been reloading, friend?
6 years.
That's gonna blow.
Same time you have.
That's gonna blow a lot of people's minds right there, I think.
Every hole touching.
Oh boy,
1620.
I like it. Alrighty.
1620. That is what, a...
The line that's this 13. Long and all touching.
Okay. That is 13 FPS spread there.
Right.
That is really dang good. All the primers look great. I done showed you the holes. They look fine. 1620, a little bit high velocity for a heavier slug like this. Maybe drop it down to 33, 34.
I wouldn't change a thing, friend.
Huh?
I wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't either.
I'm telling you, you walk down here and see this group, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense.
Stick this in my pocket. Alright guys, let's go ahead and walk down there.
Prison pocket.
Keep it rolling. When you showed your fingers, you made the group look like it's twice as big as it actually is. That's a good group. That's better than anything off the shelf. Sabot slug-wise that we've ever tested.
Most reloads are, bud. Or hand loads, should I say.
Yep.
Up here.
Found a wad? Yep, that is a 30 millimeter.
And it didn't lose the pedal. It folded it whenever it hit the ground.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Once again, it didn't lose no pedals. You see the rifling in them.
Didn't cut the pedals off either.
Didn't do nothing.
There's a felt wad. Right.
That's it.
Where is it?
Right here.
Right there, yep.
Felt. The other wad's
reusable.
Probably laying right back there a little bit. If I had to guess.
Yep. Well, like I was saying, that stupid idea I had, just, you know, hey, let's stick a 20 gauge slug and a 12 gauge and use a non-tox wad. Worked. Let me back up a little bit. Then I'll zoom in. That way it's not all weird looking.
2 touching. The third one's got about, I don't know.
1/8 inch gap.
Yeah. All in all, though, there's the 1-inch squares there. They're both inside of 2 inches worth of squares, and that one's about a ½ inch out. So 2 by maybe a half, if you want to call it that.
That's not even a full 2 inches though. It's 2 squares, but
it's not even like this one's on the bottom line. This one's a ½ inch from the top line. So it's like 1.5 inches, and then like a ½ inch yaw over that way. Whatever you want to call that.
I'd call that 3/4 by 1 1/4 inch group right there. Dang, that's good, Josh. I can't beat that. I can't.
Yeah, you can. I was aiming right here, by the way.
How did we resight in the gun? Completely change where the not dot, but the crosshairs are on paper, and then it still hits the same spot.
Because I panicked, so I turned the wrong turret, and I zeroed them all back to where they were, because I still had them set for 0. So in return, I took everything we done back out of it, because I lost track of which way I was going, so I just went back to a fail-safe if I know it's going to hit here.
All right.
That's why that happened. That wasn't a mysterious mystery there.
Stick me a point of aim up about, a foot away from that to the left. So if my group's just as good, then we might adjust the ultra slug over for that. Windage wise, we're not going to change elevation.
See, I kind of like it hitting like that. See, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to hunt, so I don't have to be hitting exactly where I want.
Right.
As long as I hold my point of aim there, they consistently fly about 2.5 inches to the right and a couple inches high. It leaves my point of aim so I can consistently aim at the same spot. Whereas if I had it centered, first shot, point of aim, then I've got a 3/4 inch hole I'm trying to yaw around in, and that gives me some way to keep, I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to you guys. But
it's good on the
bench resting
side.
bench
resting. It's perfect for that because it's not hitting where we're aiming. It ain't going to suck our point of aim through the paper. We ain't got a point of aim no more.
With a rifle, it ain't so big of a deal. With this 12 gauge shotgun, that's a big ass hole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variation, and literally it looks like a pinprick looking through that optic there for the dot in the center. It just gives, it's like taking a BB and rolling it around an inch round circle. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just unfeasible. Really hard. We complain all the time about points of aim being too big.
I feel the pressure right now, guys.
There ain't no pressure, just breathe.
I know the gun is capable of laying down a group just like that
with me.
I don't know. I hope I can do it. Camera angle looks good there. I'll get my earplugs tossed back in, and I'll take me a 3-shot group too. That is if I can find my earplugs.
Comparisons.
I'll just get a new pair. Come on, Isla, open. Stupid metal cans!
Isla said you ain't got enough money for me to open, boy.
I mean, these metal cans are cool, but they're hard to open.
He said, I'm a lady.
Yeah, little dainty fingers can't open stuff. I don't have the dainty little fingers of a guitar player. I have the muscular stumps of a baseman.
7 Nation Army starts playing.
Yeah. I really don't have muscular stumps, though, is the thing. I got, my hand's bigger than Josh's. It's longer, anyway, and he's
got a guitar spread, though. He could cover 5 frets.
More than that, I can cover, 10.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a pretty good...
See, anyway. My problem is I never use my pinky all that much, so it never stretched. Yeah. You gotta use your pinky.
You guys know we play guitar, but we also play bass a good bit, too. And for a bass, obviously, it's bigger than a guitar. The frets are farther away, fret to fret.
And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, I play around with a mandolin a lot.
I've got I got a couple ukuleles, too. I don't play often, but, they're tiny, too.
If it's got strings, give us a minute. We'll play you a melody. At least Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or something.
Yeah. Anyway, the bass, you got to kind of have good finger flexibility to reach range of frets. Anyway, back to the purpose of the video. You find the point of aim.
Got the muscular stumps of a baseman.
Yeah. If you don't know what that's from, it's The Simpsons. Pretty funny scene. Alright, you ready?
As I'll ever be.
16-18.
Is it grouping the same for you?
Yes, exactly the same spot.
There you go. That's consistent out to 110 too. It grows by about a ½ inch overall. But
you want to test that?
Nah, that's all right. Lay down your group here.
Oh no, we have more.
Oh, sure. I'll shoot it at 110. You can this time.
Okay. It depends on how I do here, Josh. $15.88.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yep, they're almost touching. That one's actually stuck.
That's wild. That don't happen very often. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this gun's got a super weak spring, just like most older H&Rs do. And to be honest, guys, to be fair anyway, we shoot this gun a lot more than most people would be shooting their
Ultra Slug.
Yeah.
Most people have this thing and deer hunt with it, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
Or whatever big game, I guess.
This is not a gun people just drag out to the range to shoot for fun. I feel like, obviously we do it for videos, but, other people might drag it out to shoot crap with on the range for fun, but I don't feel like this is a gun people just commonly do that with.
This thing's probably eat more rounds than a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a 12 gauge, and it weighs like 11 pounds without a scope. If you don't know, these Ultra Slugs are actually a 10 gauge shotgun, but the barrels are drilled for a 12 gauge bore, so the barrel meat's like a 1/4 inch thick. They're a tank.
With a slight altercation, they make one of the best stopping rifles on this earth.
For sure.
It's called a 12 gauge from hell. If you've never seen one, you ought to look it up. It's a legitimate recognized load.
Yep. It's a 3.5 inch brass case, Rocky Mountain Cartridge Company brass. It's the same brass case, but it's the same internal diameter as a plastic shell would be. Takes 209s, and people put like 650 grain slugs in it, get them moving pretty dang quick, and basically got a 73 caliber elephant gun in a 12 gauge shotgun.
In a, what is that, 22? 24.
This barrel?
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, 24 inch barrel.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It's probably one of the, I don't know this for a fact, but I'd have to imagine it's up there with one of the best stopping rifles there is.
I think last time I looked at the muzzle energy on that, it was 700 Nitro Express. People think that's a big, bad, hard-hitting caliber. It is, but it's only around 9,000 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. It's not as powerful as people think it is. And what Josh was saying, the slight modifications to these with that load, it about rivals the 700 Nitro Express with a bigger bullet.
More mass, more energy. Less penetration.
Yeah, no, it's less mass. It's just higher velocity.
Oh, all right. Well, that's even better than more penetration.
I could be wrong completely. It's been a while since I've looked at the ballistics on that. It might be a little less.
We have a second Ultra Slug barrel, though.
Yeah, we have 2 Ultra Slugs barrel, and we want to get one of them reamed out to 3.5 inch. That's all you got to do. Is just ream out the chamber to 3.5 inch, and that's the only real modification to the gun. Maybe add some lead to the stock.
There's nothing else I want to do it so we can find some of the old Brennicky slugs.
Yeah, see, all H&R 10 gauges, they have a solid cast iron rod through the stock. It adds weight. And people that make those, they take the steel out and replace it with a giant slug of lead to give it even more weight. So
the more weight you add, the harder it is to get it moving and the less recoil there is.
Yep.
All that is. It takes more energy to get that chunk of mass moving.
Anyway, my group is about as good as Josh's, but not as good. So
it's not better.
No, it's a little worse.
Nah.
None of mine are touching.
Oh. Only one of mine is.
Yeah, none of mine are touching, but the group is not really that much bigger. About the same, honestly. You can take these at 100 because I'm a little unsteady today. I ain't had no food.
What do you think about that foam I put in there?
It helps. Helps a lot, actually. The whole setup here is a lot more stable. It's not rocking as hard up front. Still got a little wiggle room back here. That's because the gap is huge. But, yeah, it's a little bit more stable.
The old sled needs to do some Kegels, you're saying?
Yes, it needs to do some Kegels. That always helps. It helps Devin out a lot, he told me.
Yeah. What do you think? That's big enough, ain't it, for 110?
Yes.
Perfect.
I was going to say, I ain't going to repeat what he told me after that. Yes.
What's up with you making inappropriate jokes here lately?
I don't know. Anyways, guys, we'll get back with you in one moment. 110 yards, just like usual. Here in a second, you guys might hear his mic kick back in once it gets to about 65, which is right there. You should be able to hear him now. You probably can't hear me, so I'll cut it.
I about got the firing board.
I about didn't get that on camera.
I about got the firing board.
I saw that.
It didn't want to kick around.
Right.
Anyways.
Hello, Oliver.
Sit. Sit. Sit down.
Anybody
Don't
know
tell me no. Sit. Give me your hand.
Anybody know what breed he is? Let us know.
Give me your hand. Shake. Give me your paw. Come on, give me your paw. Good boy. Up, 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 up. Stand up. Stand up.
He looks like a golden retriever, but he's black and brown.
He don't really care for anything. Like he's just here.
Yep.
Go play. Go on. Go play. Go boy.
And not behind the patterning board.
That way. Go boy. Go play. I don't want to hurt your ears, pal. I don't think you let me stick earplugs in them.
No, probably not. Diesel, he don't like guns at all.
No, my old pit don't at all.
No, he still ain't never been on camera.
Because he don't like guns. He sees me dragging them out, and he's like, no.
Yeah. You see what I was talking about? The scope zoomed out all the way, and you can still see point of aim crystal clear.
Oh yeah, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yep, zoomed out all the way. It's still 6 power zoom.
Oh Lord, this is gonna be hard.
It goes 24.
Huh?
It goes 24. I hope these fare well at 100. He certainly fared well at 42.
I can't quit shaking.
That's my problem. No food, ton of nicotine, ton of caffeine.
Wow, that took a second to get there.
At 1600 FPS.
You didn't hear it?
I did, yeah. It probably just, where it's so heavy, it's not real heavy.
I heard the full report before it ever got there.
Yeah. It probably dropped speed out past,
Yeah.
80. I don't think it's going quite subsonic that far away, but only that far away. But still, it probably dropped speed pretty quick. It is a relatively heavy slug. And it's 20 gauge. It's a heavy slug with not much,
Not much cross section
Yeah.
to help stabilize it in the wind.
1 second, I'll zoom in. See if we can see the impact on this shot. Oh, that's still too high. There we go. Go for it. Now, I don't see the impact, but I've certainly seen dirt jump up behind it.
It's high. Yeah, you'll see it when we get down there. I don't even want to take this last one at it.
Are they,
They're like that far apart on the right edge.
So they don't hold up at 110?
No, let's see if I can't smack his plate, though.
Alright, that leaves one for me, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. I'm like, yeah, that ain't...
Not working out at 110.
No, so might as well smack his plate.
That's okay. Most Sabot slugs don't at long range.
They don't, but that's okay. Like you said, that's okay. We know that. We expected that.
Yeah.
But the only way to know for sure...
When I say Sabot slugs, I meant of this type. They don't generally hold up to real long range anyway. Missed.
Where'd that go?
I don't know.
I was holding dead on it. Well, accounting for my 40 usual, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, let's see if you can't hit it.
Alrighty.
That's
Earplugs, earplugs, earplugs. Where are you? There they are.
Huh?
Again, I should just keep these earplugs in at all times.
You really should, but...
I mean, I have my fingers plugged back there, but still. Alright, last slug here, guys. Hopefully I can hit the plate. To be fair, it is a little bit sideways. Where are we at? That's zoomed in all the way. No, it's zoomed out all the way.
Yeah, you
And
can
it's
see it real
still
well.
like, Jesus, that plate looks big. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Knocked it right off. Did I knock it off, or is it just sideways?
Yeah, it just disappeared.
Oh.
That's great.
I held a little bit low left of center.
I think you hit the stand, because I never heard the plate ring.
Oh, I heard the plate
jumped
ring.
out of there with some authority.
I heard the plate ring.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like it's straightened off the hook a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. That's cool.
It hit it hard. All right, let's go ahead and investigate that plate real quick, if we can find it. Okay, guys, the plate fell right here to the side of it. I thought it was going to, carry it backwards, but it didn't. Just bumped the mic, sorry. It's hard to tell where I hit it, but I was aiming here, roughly. Going a little bit high left. How is this plate oriented? I don't know. It looks like I hit it right here anyway. There is fresher lead than the rest of the plate has, so I'd say it was right here in this area. But it did nothing to it. That is pure dead soft lead. I don't know.
Flip it over. Is that it?
No, that's rust.
Oxidized.
Yeah. That's the freshest spot of lead I see. A little bit shinier right here than the rest of the plate. So I'd say it was right there. But it hit it hard. I thought it carried it, but it didn't. We need to come up. I know what'll do it.
I just need to make my chain stand. I was too lazy.
We need well, I have two loaded. 1 ounce 10 gauge slugs with 55 grains of long shot. They're running like 2300 FPS, so that's a lot of muzzle energy. If we turn it around backwards like this and shoot it, that will definitely carry the plate. Maybe 3 or 4 yards, but all right, guys, here's some of the recovered wads. Where's the other ones at? Don't know. We lost them. Anyway.
I'm trying not to cough into this microphone.
Right. As you can see, the rifling didn't even try to tear the wad pedals off. Those windows you see down there are just where you cut slits into to help the wad pedals open. That's already there. Those holes are not from the rifling. Anyway, the pedals themselves, to be honest, I really don't see any rifling marks on them. Right here at the base of it, I can see where one of the twists was. Yeah, wad's held up just fine. The LBC-50 makes an excellent Sabot for 20 gauge slugs. Yeah, worked out really well. Here's what the bottom of this one looks like. Not really deformed at all. Looks normal. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. We have a plethora of more Mr. Hollow Point 20 gauge slugs of varying weights. So, yeah, we can do more with this for sure. Yep. Also, we need to get a rifle 20 gauge and maybe shoot him out of that too.
Does this sound bring back any memories to anybody?
Ah, yes. It does me.
I need a few more of them to make the full effect.
Yeah. If anybody knows what that sound effect's from, I'm sure everyone watching this does. Leave it in the comments.
Man, I miss him.
I do too.
4 months back.
Is that how long it's been?
Yep. Just yesterday.
Dang. We miss you. I know you'll never see this.
I understand, though.
Yeah. That we do. But anyways, guys, sorry to end on a somber note, but this was a really fun video. Like I said earlier, my dumb idea worked. I literally just had this idea and immediately threw them together last night. So, I would say that worked out pretty well. We still have, like I said, a few more different Mr. Hollow Point 20 gauge slugs we can try.
In a dream.
It did.
I woke up and had to put it into action immediately.
It was a wet dream, to be specific.
Not like you guys are thinking. He has bad poo dreams.
Nocturnal emission. Hey, did you turn your mic back on? Oh, mine probably still picked you up. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Cue outro.